Today on 5 Great Moments, let's talk about Humanoids from the Deep, a Roger Corman produced 1980s monster movie. It was directed by Barbara Peters and starred Ann Turkel, who plays a no-nonsense scientist researching a strange mutation in local aquatic life, a mutation that seems to have created humanoids from the deep. The humanoids are extremely violent, murdering men and kidnapping local women for breeding purposes. They're about as likable as the majority of the townsfolk. Our first great moment comes when her character Dr. Drake comes face to face with the creatures. After finding a missing local girl named Peggy in a seaweed cocoon, somehow still alive, the creatures attack. She urges her party not to shoot the humanoids, remaining steadfastly devoted to her research. A noble but extremely stupid decision, considering they're at best trying to eat her. Even as her own life is put on the line though, she remains dedicated to snapping photos and documenting this bizarre encounter. The movie does quite a good job of depicting its female characters as strong and capable. Not really what you expect when you hear about all the monster-human crossbreeding. In fact, my second favorite moment comes when Jim's wife Carol must confront the humanoids in her home. She safely tucks her baby away and then goes to town fighting the monsters with a butcher knife and household supplies. That's right, she sends those humanoids right back to the deep. The cliche thing to do here would be just to have her hide, or even just get eaten. So I thought this part was really well done, and even a little bit of fun, even if it does make the humanoids seem like a little bit pathetic. And for moment 3, there's this scene where the local rednecks start beating up on our hero, Johnny Eagle. Everyone gets hit. This guy, and then BAM! Jimmy gets clocked right in the face just for sticking his head out of a window. I thought this moment was hilarious. And if moment number 4 isn't Jerry's jeans shorts, it has to be this moment. Jerry is, well, a dick. Tormenting his girlfriend at the beach seems to be his main form of seduction. So she's not all that worried when he disappears into the water. We, the audience, see him getting tore up, but she knows nothing. Until this almost Blair Witch-esque moment when she finds him standing dumbly in the surf. When you see half his face torn off, you know that the stakes are high. It makes the rest of the monster attacks feel much more dangerous knowing what they're actually capable of. But for me, the best moment in the movie would have to be the massive monster attack that the movie finishes with. It's a brutal spectacle and it really feels like the monsters are everywhere. The crowd devolves into chaos while you see individual people banding together to try and survive. There's fires, blood, collapsing docks, and lots of screaming as the monsters cause mayhem. Afterwards, it doesn't feel like anything's really been won so much as people just survived. A somber and quiet ending that evokes a powerful feeling, maybe too realistic and lacking the heroic some audiences would expect. Overall, I'd say Humanoids stands out as an above average creature feature, with a lot of great monster suits and characters. It's maybe a bit darker than most people would expect, but boy does it really help it stand out. If you haven't seen it, it's still available on DVD and Blu-ray. There's actually quite an interesting video on the making of. It gives additional insights into the somewhat troubled productions that eventually became Humanoids from the Deep, including interviews with the great Roger Corman.
We cut the film together and realized we had all the killings in great detail, but not the rapes.
Cast.
And it was a complete surprise to the cast when we saw that.
My agent said to get a Screen Actors Guild card, the best thing to do is to try to get into a Roger Corman film.
The guy who did the score.
You were working constantly.
And the special effects artist.
Women running around scantily clad, chased by horrible, monstrous creatures or deformed human beings.
They are not human, but they hunt human women, and not for killing.
And I remember getting a call to come down to set with my makeup kit because the woman that the salmon was attacking's lips had turned blue from the cold, and we had to bring them back to pink.
Hey you! Thank you for watching this. If, by any chance you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the like button as it does a lot to help. Also, if, and only if, you have a suggestion for a future episode of 5 Great Moments, leave a comment below. But absolutely no other unrelated posts. I will not stand for it. Thank you for watching.